I'm Diana Falzone, and this is 4 for 4, where we discuss 4 entertainment topics in only 4 minutes. NBC's commentators have been coming under fire this week, plus viewership for the Olympics is down compared to the London Games. How is NBC doing, Ashley?
Well, due to those reasons, in addition to people complaining about too many commercials and tape delays, I don't think as well. I mean, I really don't think great this year. But also, I've noticed more people getting their highlights and stuff from social media, me included. And that's going to happen when you have over 300 events and all of this going on.
100%. And I think also, I think it's the first time it's being simultaneously digitally streamed. Which could be also causing a lot of people watching it online. And yeah, today actually, I think, as opposed to 4 years ago, there is more social media involvement.
Yeah.
I don't know if that changes the game.
Listen, the only time commercials are good, especially during the Olympics, are when you have to go to the restroom. Okay, we need momentum here, and I think that NBC really has to take this into consideration, along with some of the ignorant comments that have been coming out of the hosts' mouths. Some people know what's going on in terms of the backstory on the athletes, and then others don't. I mean, we've got to really school these hosts.
So in terms of the commentators, do your homework. If they're overwhelmed, have a cheat sheet. Know what you're talking about.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we had time to prepare. We knew the Olympics were coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah. I also think if we look back, too, it's also what's going on in politics right now that's overshadowing the Olympics. Duck Dynasty's Sadie Robertson has revealed she's been dating Texas A&M quarterback Trevor Knight for only 3 weeks. Is this a bit too premature to announce so publicly, Linda?
I think it is, and just because when it has to do with being famous and being in the public eye, it's hard to sometimes hold your relationship together when you're just 3 weeks. But they do have a base of friendship, apparently, from what I read. They're good friends, so, you know, hopefully that gives them enough of a base to fight all the paparazzi. You know.
Listen, she announced this strategically because she's going on this 17-city tour or something like that, and this is good press for her. I mean, she's now linked to like this hot, hunky football player that also has Christian values. So get it, girl. She knows how to promote her brand, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're both in the public eye, so I feel like it's not surprising, especially since they've known each other for months, and now that she's saying it's 3 weeks of year.
3 months.
I know, but when you're young and you're 19, that could be forever, because it's like this whirlwind romance. 3 weeks could be like a big commitment.
I'm so bitter and cynical. I'm like, why announce this? Wait at least a full, solid 4 weeks. Rather than 3 weeks, you could say at least we've been dating for a month. But at this point, like you said, it's all part of the
be
brand
relevant, exactly,
and relevant, and they share the same values and faith. Child stars make more money than most adults, and some have even had to sue their parents. What would you sue your parents for, Valerie?
Diana, I hate roller coasters, and my parents put me on a ride that dropped when I was young in Tampa. I clenched my teeth and I cried, and that is what I'm suing them for. I can't even explain to you. Don't put me on a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking if I asked my childhood self, it would be more phone time, or my phone time back, my minutes back, because these days I think parents would be really happy that their kids have conversational skills and aren't just texting. So I'd say that phone time back, and maybe a little like for the embarrassment fines for them picking up in the middle of the conversation.
Oh, that's funny.
For me, I really had such a hard time trying to find an answer to this question because my parents would really appreciate this. I love you very much, and I will not sue you ever.
What does she want? What does she really want? What are you working on?
Help me, no.
You're not suing at all.
I'm not suing my parents. I can't even. My mom will be mad at me if I have the word sue and my parents in the same sentence.
So you don't have a sister named Sue?
Well, I'm gonna play the game and go back to when I was a teenager, and I would be on a date, and my dad would be flashing the porch lights, then coming out and go, Diana, get back in the house. So embarrassing.
Embarrassment fines.
Embarrassment fines. TLC Sister Wives stars are planning to petition the U.S. Supreme Court to recognize plural marriage. So is polygamy really so bad, Ashley?
Well, that's the question that's going to be at the center of this, obviously, this conversation as it gets more and more high profile. And it's so interesting how high profile it's becoming now, that this is happening now. And what had happened was in 2012, they had sued Utah, and they had said it was that the ban on plural marriage infringes on religious freedom and their right to privacy. So it's going to be really interesting if it gets to the Supreme Court at this time. It'll set quite a precedent.
The first time in 100 years.
In 100 years.
Yeah.
I think it will definitely change the game if they do win, but at the same time, I think, you know, there are not that many people who practice polygamy in this country, so it's an interesting case to watch on many realms. I personally don't like talking about how people should live their life.
I say go for it.
Yeah, you know, like I kind of let them be.
Valerie?
If you love the person you're in a relationship with, shoot. If you love more than one, as long as you're not taking advantage of the system, you're of consenting age, why not? You're not hurting anybody. I mean, go for it.
I'm going to say kudos to these people who can find more than one spouse, because it's difficult to just find one person to spend the rest of your life with.
Yep.
Now, you know, we think, tell us what you think using the hashtag 444 and follow us on all the social medias. We're really entertaining.
Yeah.